Welcome back to Sunsets Ponies, everyone. I'm so excited to share with you this trip that I made to San Antonio, where the Pony Friends Forever convention was being held, and it was a 2.5 day event. It was my first convention. I had a wonderful time. I did not get video of us traveling in and setting up my booth, but I'll show you all the video I have. Do you have like a name or a contact over here, Pony Queen?
Yeah, Pony Queen.
And do all of this beautiful artwork. New and happy work. Beautiful. So, oh, and in audience.
Oh yeah. My helper.
Oh. Oh, I didn't see this one before. That's beautiful.
I think I just brought it out this morning.
That's gorgeous. Is this Stephanie Eskander?
Stephanie Eskander.
Eskander.
Yes. Yeah. Toy designer. Designed lots of toys of the 80s and 90s and
all of
to
these
the current
up
time.
here.
I'm sorry?
Is it all of these up here?
All of these up here, all the toys that are here on display I designed. Plus
Awesome.
millions more that I couldn't bring or I don't own.
Great. And you have a book.
I have a book that I wrote about my career.
Is this you on the front?
That's me back in 1996 when I was at Mattel working on Cabbage Patch Kids.
Awesome.
I was taken in the Mattel photo studio, so I thought it would make a good cover.
It's a great cover. Look at all of these wonderful goodies. And you designed the llama.
I did.
Yeah.
In fact, there's my original concept drawing behind there. It was supposed to come with a few more accessories than it ended up coming with.
Such as the ways of
That's
development.
The way it is. It's the industry.
On the show here. And we have Allison. And how do you pronounce your last name?
Boissel.
Marcel. Very nice. I always have to ask because I never.
That's the proper
can
French
guess.
pronunciation. Boissel.
And so, and you are a package illustrator mostly.
Yeah, I worked at Hasbro for 9 years and then some as a freelancer. doing mostly package design and concept R&D design.
Great. And you did all these beautiful pieces here.
I did this little pony charm advertisement for these little swimming charms. So each of those I did individually, and I had, the degree in medical illustration, so I was really good at detail, and I had the patience of a saint back then, just doing extreme details. So it was kind of fun to do these, and I have that original too downstairs. When I was at this small illustration studio in Providence, I was there for 2 years, and one of the women had a baby, so she sort of disbanded the studio, and I was lucky enough to start freelancing for Hasbro. They were literally 10 minutes from my house, and they were looking for someone who could copy this woman's My Little Pony style, and her name was Judy Nelson, and she was wonderful. She's passed now, but she kind of did those beautiful original ones in the 80s. I can't think of any off the top of my head, but I was given her version of Megan and Sundance. She did the original one, and so they asked me to try to mimic her style as best I could. And so that was my version of her illustration. So because of this, they offered me the job at Hasbro as an illustrator.
Night of sparkles for the fancy swirl ponies. The most fascinating place in Ponyland was the sky, where surprises sparkled against a velvet background. One night, the forefronts climbed a starbeam stairway to explore this wonderful, wonderful world. They peeked into a nursery where baby stars were learning how to twinkle. And sang lullabies of the shining moon. A sparkling river poured from a glowing jar, and streams of it fell on the sun, moon, and stars, giving them their brightness. Just then, a passing comet bumped the jar and spilled bright swirls all over the ponies. The colorful swirls were beautiful, and the ponies were delighted that a part of the magical sky would be with them always.
So cute. But dominant personality traits: intellectual, precise, literal-minded, special abilities, interests, and shticks, seemingly incapable of falsehood, figurative speech, or irony, and oblivious of it in others. Humor or sarcasm elude her, tell her to go jump in a lake, and she asks why she should. I was like, okay. As Spock was to the Star Trek crew, Win Whistler is to the Little Ponies. She is extremely well educated and has a wide-ranging general knowledge. But she doesn't just know facts, she knows how to apply them to the task or problem at hand. She also has a bit of the cold detachment of the extremely intellectual, but never appears to be totally devoid of feelings. She merely suppresses her emotions because she feels that at least one of the ponies must keep her head and not get too emotional in a crisis. But sometimes forgets herself and uses $3 words that bewilder the listener.
So, I don't know if that's exactly what they said to me, but they basically said intellectual, smart. So let's hear that in your voice. So I tried it, and this is what came out.
The flutter ponies are, take two. The flutter ponies are isolationist, Megan. Indeed, they are almost xenophobic. What I meant to say was, the flutter ponies keep to themselves. They shun contact with outsiders. I trust I'm making myself clear.
And that was it. Something like that. They probably had me do a few other things. And it was basically,
Thank you very much. Next.
You wonder why actors are insecure? Because this is our life, Thanks. You have no idea if you bombed. You feel like you might have done well or not done well, and you never know. There were times when I thought I bombed an audition and I got the part. And there were times where I thought, oh my God, I nailed it. And I never heard back. I didn't even get a call back. But I got a call in about a week's time from my agent, Jeff, who said, remember that Little Pony movie? You got the part. I said, what? Are you kidding me? I didn't even do a cartoon voice. And they said, well, apparently that's why they wanted you for this role. And he said, so here's the deal. This is a pretty big deal. This is a major motion picture with a lot of funding behind it, and they're thinking of doing a series afterwards. So as a 23-year-old kid, I was like pretty excited, even though this wasn't exactly the path I was thinking of taking. And there began Win Whistler and the voiceover career. And so what can I tell you about working on it? I don't remember much about the movie. I do remember much more about the series because that went on for a while. But being the newbie, I met some of the most fascinating and talented people you can imagine. I'm blanking all of a sudden. Bart Simpson.
Nancy Cartwright.
Thank you. Nancy Cartwright, who is such a gem of a person, so funny, so bright, so quick. And quickly, just like if you're doing a play or any other kind of movie acting experience, you become family very quickly. And these people were well known already. So there was Cloris Leachman and Madeline Kahn and Danny DeVito and Rhea Perlman and Tony Randall, I believe, were the names in the film. I never met them. They did their own thing. You know, I didn't have any scenes with them. And they pretty much, and they still do it this way. The voice actors record, and then the stars will come in and sort of record on their own time, and you know, to your voice that's already been recorded. So, but I told the people at lunch today, I joined the same gym that Cloris Leachman was in, and I saw her on the treadmill one day or whatever it was in the 80s, you know, a stationary bike, I think. And I said, Miss Leachman, my name is Sarah Partridge. I was in, you know, My Little Pony. Oh dear, that's marvelous. Why did we meet? And she was just charming. I mean, everybody was just great.
So I was able to participate in a kind of a small group lunch gathering with some of our special guests for the convention. And one of them was Sarah Partridge. And so this next video is in regards to a story she was telling us. She mentioned that they had a director who she claimed was very sweet, but he had a propensity to say bullshit, do it again when he was directing the voice actors. So then she was also doing some lines from Win Whistler when we see this video that I recorded.
Flutter ponies are isolationists, Megan. Indeed, they are almost xenophobic. Bullshit, do it again. Sorry, Stu. The flutter ponies are isolationists, Megan. Indeed, they are almost xenophobic. What I meant to say was, the flutter ponies keep to themselves. They shun contact with outsiders. I trust I'm making myself clear.
Bullshit, do it again.
So Sarah is now a jazz vocalist, and her booth happened to be just beside my booth, and my mom came to watch my booth, so I got to go and play and do fun stuff. And so my mom is very much a social butterfly, so she made good friends with Sarah, and she bought one of her jazz albums. And so on the way home from the convention, we were listening to it. And once I realized what it was about, I just laughed and told my mom this was the most Win Whistler thing that she could have done. So Sarah made this album, and it's full of 10 songs, each one about a woman in STEM. It's really great, but I could just see Win Whistler. If Win Whistler was a jazz musician, she would do an album about women in STEM. So it's really great. I will try to find her website and throw that up for y'all if anybody's interested. decided at the very last minute to do a cosplay. I've never done it before, so this is my 2 days prior to the convention attempt at a Milky Way. So I'm pretty pleased with how it turned out. So let's go down for the final day.
Good moves. And work it.
amazing, and you know, making this all possible. And same with you guys, is you know, if you weren't here, this wouldn't have happened. So hopefully we could do this again next year and have our special guests that are here now come back again, and then have additional ones hopefully in the future that will bring or create lots of memories and educate us on the time with My Little Pony and other toy lines. Okay, so. First some words to Sarah. Thank you so much. And then, I don't know if you want to say anything.
Sure.
Or if a wind whistler wants to say anything.
Wind Whistler says, I've told some people this earlier, but this has exceeded my expectations. I have met so many wonderful people. You all are you have such a good spirit, and I've truly enjoyed meeting you. And the fact that Wind Whistler means something to you means a lot to me. So I hope to see you all again, and thank you so much.
So our next award goes to Stephanie. All right. And we forgot to put the ribbons in.
Thank you so much. This is really a blast. You pony fans and other toy fans are the best. And I appreciate hearing a lot of your stories and what some of the toys that I contributed to meant to you in your lives. And this has really been a highlight of my year. And the organizers, oh my gosh, you guys did an amazing job for the first time. Don't you think this was
And our next award goes to Allison. Thank you so much.
Oh my gosh, I feel so special. I tell you, this has been a huge ego booster for me. The whole experience has been really great. I ditto what Sarah said. It's pretty amazing to me that these illustrations that I did 25, 30 years ago just had such a life and such a resurgence and meant so much to so many people. It's sort of amazing to me, and it's been a great experience. And I've met so many incredibly sweet people. I've received some incredibly sweet gifts, and I'll remember this.
Alright guys, this is my final haul. I didn't do one per day, but this is my final everything that I got. So, I got the diamond package ticket, so that came with the bag and the Tradewinds plush. So Tradewinds is the mascot, and then I got a diamond edition Tradewinds. Very pretty, very long hair. And then I got some material from all of our special guests. So we have, I'm going to butcher names here. Sarah, is it Portridge?
Yes.
Yes, okay. Sarah Portridge is the voice actor who did Wind Whistler. And she was really great to meet. She does a jazz vocal now. So I think I have video of, I don't know, actually I don't have video of that. So she's a jazz vocalist now, but she did the voice of Wind Whistler. She's really cool to meet. And then we met Allison Boysell, And she was an illustrator who did, she did a lot of like the package illustrations for My Little Pony. And this is one that she did, and it's just really cute. And Stephanie Eskander, and she is a toy designer, and she would help design toys. And so she did work on the Moon Dreamer line. She said she did like the second two from the main. So that's really cool. So all signed. And then of course I got lots of ponies. So Twice as Fancy Babies I've been wanting for a long time. And of course I have the adults. The two adults are my childhood adults. There's a whole story that goes with it I won't go into now, but I really wanted these two, so I got these two along with some other ponies, and I was able to trade for some I was willing to trade for. I also won a raffle for another HQGC pony, so I got Baby Thunder. He's so cute, so cute. And then Pony Queen, who does these beautiful watercolors. So she was really sweet. These are really, she has some really beautiful pieces at her table. And then I also got, I saw this blank pony, and she just really looked like my pony persona Sunset. And so I've never done rehairing, but I got all of these rehairing tools. I got this from Shimmerlock's table, tools and hair. And then also, and I'm very sorry I don't remember the name, but from another table I got this really cute custom light switch cover, which I will put in my pony room, and this darling little Christmas kitty. And then some random accessories that I just picked up. And then I also got this goodie bag. I bought this goodie bag from Clipper Sale. So it had a bag and it had all of this fun stuff in it. So this is my big haul. I had such a great time, you guys. And I am so looking forward to next year. So we'll see you again later. Bye.